Okay, dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is Mustafa Mirchawala, your F7 FR trainer, and we are going to discuss the revision day of final account today for December 2023 latest past paper, right? Okay. Why I selected this past paper? Because as this is very new and latest past paper, so if you can do this, that means you are perfect, you are up to date, okay? And obviously, the objective of this session is to give you guys confidence, because I know and you all know that our classes are so detailed, so detailed. If you do those classes, you can easily clear. Like, it's the routine thing. After each and every attempt, students do this message to me that we just saw your classes and we gave the paper and we cleared it. Okay, but still this is risky. I recommend to watch my classes, then read book, then solve exam kit, then do mock, then do latest past paper. All these things are very important. All these things are very, very important. Okay, so it's better you follow the normal criteria, right? Now, just for your motivation, first of all, let me show you the current attempts. We in our institute, we have like 12 positions. 12 positions you can see on the screen this time, from different part of the world, including a world top in FA2 financial accounting, right? So kindly turn off your cameras. Kindly turn off your cameras, all of you. All of you, please turn off your camera. Okay, so these are 12 positions, recent positions, and now after these 12 positions, we have got 166 positions from our institute. And this is for your motivation, then, that these guys, when these guys can do, you guys can also do, right? Okay, and let me show you the recent results of F7 FR. These are the two lists, list 1 and list 2. On your screen you can see list 1 and list 2. So there are many students, see, they scored in 80s, 90s, 70s. So these all are the students, they just followed what I taught them. They just followed the sequence, and that's their results in front of you. Okay, right? So stay motivated, treat yourself as a winner. Things are not difficult. You guys have done so far lot of hard work, and I'm sure you guys are have done final accounts by now. Have done final accounts, because now last 30 days are left. So you must be on consolidation or ratios type of things, right? Okay. So without wasting any time, I'm gonna move towards my question. Okay, what will be my strategy? Listen, my strategy. First of all, I'll discuss the question with pen and everything, and then I'll be shifting to the software and the Excel thing, and then I'll be solving everything on the Excel, right? Okay, so nothing is difficult. Just concentrate, don't sleep, don't use your cell phone during the lecture. Be very active. Just think it's your you are going to revise your final account things, right, with the latest past paper. So this is the latest question I have pasted on my screen. You have a trial balance in front of you with land, building, investments, share capital, share premium. Yes, I have. My meaning is the final account classes. You have watched the final account classes. One guy asked the question, so I replied. Okay. Yes, by now you must have watched the final account classes. Okay. But still, if somebody hasn't watched the final account classes and has just done the accounting standard, still that guy can attend the class. No issue. Right. So many things are in front of you. So let's move now. Obviously, we'll be conducting this session in English language, but I will say few words in Hindi Urdu language, because my audience is Hindi Urdu guys as well. But definitely the main language will be the English language. Okay. So first of all, as usual, in final account, one of the most important thing is the accounting period. So your accounting period is 31st October X3. That means just 1 year back, it's going to be started on 1st November X2. So your accounting period is 1st November X2 is the opening and 30th November X3 is the closing. This is your accounting period. Now, there are some data in the trial balance. There are some closing balances. There are some data with the date of 31st October X3, and there are some data with the date of 1st November X2. Okay, so be careful and be active. Now, let's move with adjustment number 1, the super easy adjustment. It's related to IFRS 15. This first adjustment is related to IFRS 15. Listen, on 1st October X3, in October X3, G company received 350,000 from a customer for arranging the provision of maintenance service, right? So we are going to arrange some maintenance service for our customer. This has been recorded as revenue. That means we have booked complete 350,000. We have booked complete 350,000 as a revenue, right? This is the existing treatment they have done. यानी इन्होंने 3.5 लाख का रेवेन्यू एक साथ बुक कर लिया है. अब G company does not provide the maintenance services itself. We don't provide maintenance service. We are not the principal, but instead uses a third party. So we'll give this to third party. G company retains 12% of the amount received as a commission and pays the balance to third party 1 month in arrears. Now, the simple thing is, we are just agent. We are not principal. So you all know that the agent has only right to book the commission as an income. Yes, agent can book this commission in the revenue as well. Agent can book this commission in the revenue as well. So what the big mistake we did? We booked complete 350,000 as our revenue. This is wrong. Our right was only 350,000 multiplied by 12%. Okay, I let me say this in Urdu Hindi language. Listen, हमने पूरा 350,000 का खुद रेवेन्यू बुक कर लिया, जबकि हमारा शेयर सिर्फ 12% था. तो हम सिर्फ 12%, 12% we can only book 12% as our revenue. The remaining is deferred income. Deferred income. So what will be the treatment? Right now, I'm just going to discuss, and obviously I'll solve it on the Excel. So just, it's a rough discussion right now. Okay. So 350,000 multiply by 88%. 350,000 multiply by 88%. 350,000 multiply by 88%. This will give you like 308. Okay. So 308,000 is not my revenue. Only 12% is my revenue, but I have booked complete 305,000, 350,000. But my right was only 350 minus 308 is 42,000 is my right. The remaining is not my income. So I have booked extra revenue. So this 308,000 needs to be removed from my revenue. It's not my revenue, right? Okay. I'm just agent, and agent has the right to book commission only. So commission is how much? Commission is just 12%. So now if somebody wants to make double entry, although double entry in final account is not required, even in the examiner solution, they don't make double entries. You guys need not to make any double entry, but just for our discussion. So what will be the double entry? The double entry will be revenue debit, because we have booked extra revenue. Now we need to reduce the revenue debit by 308,000, and deferred income or contract liability. Deferred income or contract liability will be credit. Okay. Now, one good news. There is no SOFP required in this question. We don't need to make any balance sheet or SOFP. So definitely the liability is not relevant. The liability is not relevant for us. Okay. So we just have to make income statement, that is SOCI, and statement of changes in equity. So that's why in the income statement, we'll reduce our revenue by 308,000. Okay, so this is very simple adjustment. Even you guys have done more difficult adjustment than this. So we have booked somebody else revenues in our books, so we need to remove it, because our right is only commission. Be active and concentrate. Please don't use the phone. Okay, so we'll reduce our revenue. See, this is the revenue. We'll reduce our revenue by minus 308,000. Okay, we'll do it. Don't worry. I'll do it in Excel and everywhere. So you guys just did the adjustment number one. You guys just did the adjustment number one. Okay, simple. It was very simple. Now we are moving towards adjustment number two. Adjustment number two. Adjustment number two. Now, the year-end inventory count was performed on a day early. Now listen, wait. Normally the inventory count, the stock count is done on the last day of accounting period. Okay, but these stupid people, they did one day before. So they did on 30th October X3. The real year end is 31st October X3. Please active you. We all can do together as a team. Together as a team, we can learn, we can understand each and everything. And was correctly recorded in the draft trial balance. So in the trial balance, the closing stock is just one day before closing stock. Okay, so we have to do one day adjustment. On 31st October X3, G company made sales of 12035, which were also correctly recorded. That means our sales figure is perfect. That means our sales figure is perfect. That means our sales figure is perfect. Our sales figure is perfect. However, the inventory records were not updated. G company applied a markup of 30% on these goods. Now, this thing, to be very honest, I teach in F3 level, FA level. And yes, this is also part of F7 level. Now just wait, let me explain you in very accurate way. Wait, first, let me go to the trial balance. In the trial balance, how much is your inventory? How much is your year-end inventory? They have not given the inventory. Okay, they have not given the inventory because we don't need to make the SOFV. No issue, no issue. But yes, we will be adjusting the cost of sales. Don't worry. So let me make the sketch for you. See, this is 30th October X3 and this is 31st October X3. So they have calculated stock on this day. They have calculated stock on 30th October X3. They did stock counting on 30th October X3. But our year end is 31st October X3. So we have to do one day adjustment. And what one day adjustment? We are standing right now here. See, we are right now staying at 30th October X3 and we have to go forward. We have to go forward, one day forward. We have to go forward. And in this one day, there is a sales. In this one day, there is a sales of 120. There is a sales of 12035. 12035. Now, student, listen to me. They have given you stock of one day before, and in this one day, there is a sales. Now, just use your common sense. Tell me, because of sales, because just see my video, because of sales, you see a reduction in stock. I repeat in Hindi. जब आप सेल्स करते हो तो आपका स्टॉक कम होता है ना, चीजें बेचते हो, आपका स्टॉक जाता है कम होता है. So that means you need to subtract this sales from your day before, from 30th October X3 stock. Okay, but one more issue, this sales is always on selling price. We know this sales is always on selling price, and right now just think we are staying in the stock department, and in the stock department stock is coming and going. Stock department stock is coming and going, right? So we need to record the stock, and stock is recorded, inventory is recorded at lower of cost or NRV, or sometimes we say inventory is recorded at lower of cost and selling price. So hope you remember this SCP technique. Hope you remember the SCP technique I have taught all of you in the classes. So this is the dollar column. This is the percentage column. The selling price is 12035. Now wait. The issue is they have given you markup. They have given you markup of 30%, right? In markup means profit percentage on cost. Markup means profit percentage on cost. So in markup, cost is always 100, profit is 30. So this is 130. So now you tell me this 12035 is equal to 130 pieces. This 12035 is equal to 130 pieces. And now we have to calculate this cost. So 12035, sorry, divided by 130, multiply by 100. So this will give you 928, 9258, 9258. Okay, now you tell me. So the selling price of the stock sold in this one day, the selling price of stock sold on this one day, that is 31st October, is 12035, but the cost is 9258. And now you tell me inventory should be recorded at lower. So this is the lower thing. So we need to subtract 9258 from our closing stock in order to calculate correct closing stock. Calculate correct closing stock. Now students, tell me, we are going to reduce our closing stock because of sales stock is going out. So we need to deduct our closing stock. Now, can anybody tell me, you guys are on the last month, of your exams. When closing stock decreases, what is the impact on cost of sales? Whenever the closing stock goes down, what is the impact on cost of sales? Can anybody tell me? Yes, cost of sale increases. Very good. Let me show you the formula of cost of sales. Opening stock, add purchases, remember, and less closing stock. Remember this. So you get cost of sales in the end. Just a basic thing for you. So now tell me, this is the formula: opening stock, add purchases, less closing stock, and this is your cost of sales. So just think, when your closing stock goes down, your cost of sales goes up. So now we need to increase our cost of sales by 9258. That's it. Just because of this stock adjustment, we need to increase our cost of sales by 9258. Okay, right? And one more thing, extra thing, don't do it in exams. There are a certain quantity of student, very little quantity of student, they do with double entry. They do questions with double entry. So this will be the double entry. Listen, cost of sales, cost का मतलब expense. Remember, cost एक expense की तरह चीज है. So whenever we increase the cost of sales, we do debit. So cost of sales debit 9258. And yes, we need to reduce our closing stock. So closing stock is your asset. And when your asset goes down, we credit it. So closing stock credit by 9258. So this is the double entry. Although we are not required to make double entry at all. Okay. So only thing we have to do is just increase your cost of sales by 9258. Okay. Stay confident, stay active, stay focused. And look at the screen very carefully. I'm giving you just 30 seconds to think over it. We are just doing what we are doing. We are moving our stock from this to this, just one day. We are walking one day forward. Because the stock given in the question was at 30th October X3, but our year end is 31st October X3. So हम एक दिन आगे फॉरवर्ड जा रहे हैं, एक दिन आगे वॉक कर रहे हैं, और उस एक दिन आगे जाते हुए सेल्स हुआ है. सेल्स का मतलब स्टॉक गया 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 गया. So that's why I deducted this 9258 from closing stock. And when closing stock decreases, cost of sales increases. I also made the double entry. There is no requirement of double entry in the exam of final account. Okay. And then I showed you this formula of cost of sales as well. There is a question, will we record this sales? No, this is already recorded. Let me show you the screen. I'll show you the screen. I'll show you the question. Sales is perfect. The sales revenue figure is perfect. There is no problem in the sales revenue. Let me move the screen. See. Adjustment number 2. Don't rush. Don't go fast. Just read the adjustment now. Just read the adjustment now. Respected students, please read the adjustment number 2. It is written, see, company made sales of 12035, which were recorded, which were also recorded, correctly recorded. See, so the sales is perfect. Yes, there is a question by a student. If there was a mistake in sales as well, if they wouldn't have recorded the sales, so we need to record the sales. We need to increase the sales revenue as well. Yes. One student asked the question, sir, अगर sales adjustment in adjustment number 2, अगर sales भी ना record हुई होती तो हम अपने sales revenue को भी सही करते. So now I'm giving you just 30 seconds to read adjustment number 2. No need to come adjust number 3. That's my duty. Just take your time. You are studying right now. Just think you are studying. Just think you are studying. Take your time. Involve, think. Adjustment number 1. In adjustment number 1, somebody is asking about adjustment number 1. Wait. In adjustment number 1, out of 350,000, 42,000 is our commission. And yes, you can book commission as a revenue. आप commission को sales revenue में book कर सकते हो और उसने कर लिया है book. उसने तो पूरा 350,000 का revenue book कर लिया है, 350,000 का, right? तो मैंने 350 में से 42 तो मेरा सही था, तो बाकी 308,000 को मैंने remove कर दिया. और इस एंट्री के साथ देख लो, रेवेन्यू डेबिट, रेवेन्यू को कम कराओ, डेफर्ड इनकम क्रेडिट. आपको एंट्री का जरूरत नहीं है एग्जाम में. यू डोंट नीड टू मेक एंट्री. Those who want to join our WhatsApp group, I would request you to join our WhatsApp group. We have sent a WhatsApp group link in the chat box. We have sent the WhatsApp group link in the chat box. You can join. You can join our WhatsApp group. So till now we just did 2 adjustment. Till now in adjustment number 1, there is no cost of sales thing. There is no cost of sales thing. This is just our commission. Okay. So we were required to book just commission, but we booked the revenue of other guy, that is principal. So now we just need to remove our revenue, the extra revenue which we booked of principal guy. Now, note number 3 is related to IFRS 9. Note number 3 is related to IFRS 9. Please concentrate. I would say one thing. Those who join late or something, they will get the recording. Okay, I'm recording the class also. So now please concentrate on the third adjustment, please. Third adjustment is related to IFRS 9. Hope you remember in IFRS 9, we discussed financial assets, right? In financial assets, you can invest in debt market and equity market both. So hope you remember, if you invest in equity market, there are 2 categories. One is fair value through P&L and the other one is fair value through OCI. Both of these categories are tested in this question. So, but in different paragraphs. Okay. So first of all, be active. Look at the screen carefully. First of all, we are discussing fair value through P&L. What are the rules for fair value through P&L? In fair value through P&L, investment is recorded at fair value. At each year end, it is recorded at fair value with all gains and losses. Like all fair value gains and fair value losses are to be reported in P&L. One thing. Secondly, at the time of disposal, at the time of disposal, all gains and losses are also go in P&L. Okay, so in fair value through P&L, everything goes in P&L. In fair value through P&L, all the changes goes in P&L. Okay, now during the year ended 31st October X3, this is your normal accounting period. One of the fair value through P&L investments which had a carrying amount of 62 was sold for 59. Okay, that means the carrying value was 62 and we sold it for 59. So there is a straight 3000 loss. There is a straight 3000 loss. There is a straight 3000 loss which we should have been booked. Let's see we have booked or not. The proceeds have been deducted from the year-end balance of these investments. See, this is the mistake. This is the mistake. The proceed is 59. The carrying amount at the date of disposal was 62. So from carrying value, we should remove carrying value. Just think, from the carrying value, we should have removed the carrying value. But this stupid guy removed the proceeds. I repeat this thing in Hindi language. Listen. ऊपर जो ट्रायल बैलेंस में बैलेंस गिवन है वो कैरिंग वैल्यू गिवन है, तो कैरिंग वैल्यू में से कैरिंग वैल्यू निकलेगा ना, तो कैरिंग वैल्यू में से हमें निकालना चाहिए था 62। कितना निकालना चाहिए था? 62। इसने सिर्फ निकाला 59। कम निकाला ना, तो अब हमें 3000 रुपए और लेस करने पड़ेंगे। हमें 3000 रुपए और लेस करने पड़ेंगे। ओके, सो वी शुड हैव डिडक्टेड 62 बट वी ओनली डिडक्टेड 59. So we should have deducted 3000 more and I'm going to deduct it, don't worry. Okay. However, any gain or loss on disposal should have been recorded in the administrative expenses. That means we didn't book any loss. We should have booked a 3000 loss, and yes, there is a 3000 loss which we can see, but we didn't book. So definitely I'll book it. Don't worry, I'll book. That's my job. Now, the remaining investment in this classification had a fair value of 184,300 at 31st October X3. So this is the job. See, this is the year-end job which we have to do. At the year-end, we need to bring the investment to fair value. At the year-end, we need to bring the investment to fair value, which I will bring, don't worry, and which still needs to be recognized, which still needs to, any gain or loss on revaluation should be recorded in other income, okay, because it's fair value through P&L category. Again, giving you 20 to 30 seconds to read. Take your time, think, make strategy, make plan how to attack this adjustment. This is not a difficult adjustment, but still, see, I don't have to give the paper, you have to give the paper. मेरा paper clear हो चुका है, right? I am ACCA member. आप लोगों को, you have to clear the paper, okay? So please think, use your brain, give some energy on this adjustment, then I'll move the screen, don't worry. Take your time, relax. Let me move the screen now. See, the carrying value, see, in the fair value through P&L investments are 178,400. The fair value through P&L investments are 178,400. Listen, let me write 178,400. These are the investments. 178,400. This is the value of investment, but we did one mistake. We should have removed 62,000 from this balance, but we only removed 59. So that means we need to remove 3,000 more. The first correction we should do is we should remove 3,000 more. So 178,400 minus 3,000 is 175,400. Okay. And now, yes, this 3,000 will also go in admin expenses. This 3,000 will also go in, sorry. This 3,000 will also go in admin expenses. Okay. This 3,000 will also go in admin expenses. This is a loss. Don't worry. Now we have a corrected carrying value at the year end 175,400. 175,400 is the remaining. 175,400 is the remaining balance of investment. Now, what is the fair value? Can anybody tell me what is the fair value at the year end? Fair value was 184,300. 184,300. So now we need to bring Now we need to bring this 175,400 to 184,300, 175,400 to 184,300. How much is the gain? How much is the changes in fair value? The changes in fair value is 8,900. This is the 8,900 gain, which will go in the P&L as other income. It will go in the P&L C. It will go in the P&L as other income. This will be added in other income thing. Okay, this 8,900. So just two things we have to do in this question. 3,000 is the loss on disposal, which we have to book in admin expenses. So don't worry, I'll increase admin expenses by 3,000, which is very simple thing. Second thing is, there is a fair value gain. There is a fair value gain on this fair value through P&L investment of 8,900, which is the part of other income as instructed by question. I repeat in Urdu. दो काम करेंगे बेटा, हम दो काम करेंगे जवानों, इधर देखो। एक हम लॉस बुक करेंगे एडमिन एक्सपेंसेस में, सही है, वो उसने नहीं किया था। और दूसरा, हम ये जो फेयर वैल्यू का जो चेंज है वो पीएनएल में जाता है, फेयर वैल्यू थ्रू पीएनएल में, तो वो हम बुक करेंगे अदर इनकम में। वो भी उसने क्वेश्चन में बोला हुआ है। बस 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 बस, रिलैक्स। Okay, so now I'm going to move towards fair value through OCI. But before I move to fair value through OCI, just listen the simple recap. In fair value through OCI, first of all, transaction cost. Whenever you buy any investment of fair value through OCI and you are incurring any transaction cost or commission or something, it is the part of investment, not expense. Yes, in fair value through PNL, if you are buying investment of fair value through PNL, the if you are buying investment of fair value through P&L, then transaction cost is expense. But if you are buying investment of fair value through OCI, the transaction cost should be capitalized, means part of investment, part of asset. One thing. Second thing, any fair value change, any fair value change in the category of fair value through OCI is reported in OCI or other equity or like this. Okay, just two things remember, and then enjoy the adjustment. Okay. Okay, so be confident, be confident, be confident. Now, adjustment number four. Adjustment number four. Screen is in front of you. The fair value, adjustment number four is in front of you. The fair value of fair value through OCI investment includes a purchase made during the year. That means we have bought new investments. The cost of $8,000 associated with this purchase were charged to admin expenses. Wrong. See, the cost means the transaction cost or something like that. It should be part of investment. It should be part of investment. This stupid guy booked in admin expenses. So you just need to reverse it. Very simple reversal. Just reduce the admin expenses by 8,000 because by mistake, we have increased the admin expenses by 8,000. So now we will be reducing admin expenses by 8,000, the first thing. And second thing is we'll increase the investment by 8,000. If somebody wants to make the entry will be investment debit because now we need to increase the investment debit and admin expenses credit. Investment debit by 8,000 and admin expenses credit by 8,000. Simple. Okay. Now the fair value. Now see the year-end fair value. The fair value through OCI at the year-end is 124750. Say thanks to examiner. See simple English, which is still to be recognized. That means the year-end fair value has not yet been recognized. The year-end fair value has not yet been recognized. Okay. Let me show you the question. So this is the fair value already given in the trial balance 120,000. 120,000 is the already fair value given in the question. Okay. So I'll be doing just few steps, just few simple steps like this. Listen, 120,000 is the existing amount. Now just simply add 8,000. There is a mistake of 8,000 in this question. We can see. So simply add 8,000. This will become 128,000. Now can anybody tell me the fair value at the year end? It is 124750. Year end fair value is 124750. Okay. So yes, from 128,000 to 124750, how much is the reduction? Reduction is 3250. This is loss, but it will go in OCI. It will go in OCI. You know this. Please don't do this now. In fair value through OCI, upward and downward, both jumps goes in OCI. So yes, this 3250 will go in the OCI. And in this question, we have to report OCI because we have to make SOCI. We have to make SOCI. So a quick recap, two things to be done in this adjustment. Number one, admin expenses of 8,000 extra booked. So we need to reduce admin expenses by 8,000, number one. And number two, there is a 3250 loss to be booked in OCI. There is a 3250 loss to be booked in OCI. Next thing, now all difficult things are over, just easy things are left. Please, all easy things are left. Easy things are left. Listen, hope you remember I taught you, I taught all of you IS 12, remember? And in IS 12, there is a topic, deferred tax on revaluation, deferred tax on revaluation. So if you have any revaluation surpluses, you have to book the deferred tax on that revaluation on OCI as well, right? Or revaluation reserve as well. Remember, to match, because because of revaluation, we book entry asset debit, revaluation reserve credit. So the same thing is that deferred tax is also booked in equity. Remember? So point number 5, G company has made a decision to measure land and building at fair value for the first time. Okay, so this is the first time upward revaluation, IS 16 revaluation. First time upward revaluation, IS 16 revaluation. These revaluation goes in OCI, or you call it revaluation surplus, or you call it revaluation reserve. Students, I am teaching, listen, I have one expectation, that you guys have taken the class and I taught things in very detail. I taught things in very extreme detail. So don't sit like dumb guys. Be active. At 31st October X3, the fair value of the land was 1 million. Easy fair value. Ready-made fair value is given. Don't worry, just compare it and you will get revaluation, upward revaluation. And the fair value of building is 700. Both of things are ready. No adjustment has been made to reflect the revaluation related to deferred tax. Yes, we have to book deferred tax on revaluation, and 21% is the tax rate for deferred tax. 21% is the tax rate for deferred tax. Okay. So wait, let me show you the revaluation, because right now I'm just discussing with the question. I'm just walking you with guys in the question. Okay. Formal thing I'll teach you. Don't worry. Now, first of all, the good news is they have given you ready-made closing value of closing carrying amount of land and closing carrying amount of building. So thanks a lot. Special thanks to examiner. No need to book any depreciation. Normally, in 90% questions which we did in class, normally they give you building carrying value at the beginning of the year. They give you building carrying value at the beginning of the year. So first you need to calculate the depreciation and then you book revaluation. Normally in the classes you did, but special thanks to examiner has given you ready-made closing carrying values. So you just need to book revaluation. Now wait, this is the carrying value of land, and this is the building. Now what is the fair value? Let me write here. 1 million is the fair value of land, and 700,000 is the fair value of building. Let's enjoy. Let's enjoy. Come on. Just use your brain. Even the calculator is not needed. Calculator. From 800,000 to 1 million, there is a 200,000 upward revaluation for land. And from 476 to 700, from 476 to 700, there is a 224,000. There is a 224,000 upward revaluation for building. That's it. So how much is the total upward revaluation? 200,000 plus 224 is 424,000. Now wait. So in short, the entry will be land and building shortcut entry. Debit 424,000 and OCI or revaluation reserve credit 424,000. This is the shortest entry. Land and building debit and revaluation reserve credit. Now students just apply. Now as the value goes up, you are very happy and you go to the tax department. Please take the tax department will say no, we don't want tax on unrealized things. We don't want tax on unrealized things. But yes, as the value has already gone up, so we'll charge tax in future. That means we have to pay tax in future. So it's a taxable TD. So you need to book deferred tax liability. So 424,000 multiplied by 21% is, I think, 89040. So you will be making entry like this. Listen, revaluation reserve or OCI debit 89040 and DTL deferred tax liability 89040. That's it. Okay. Now, if you have honestly taken the classes, you know how you will book your OCI. You know how you will book your OCI. You will book the net amount of OCI after tax. This is the best thing. Easiest thing is just book the after tax effect of OCI in your SOCI. And you know how to book the after tax. See, this the OCI is first credited. पहले ये credit हुई और फिर एक बार ये debit हुई है. So just take the difference. Can anybody take the difference? 424,000 minus 89040. 424,000. This is going to be 334960. This is going to be 334960. Just you need to book this net impact in OCI. You just need to book this net impact in OCI. That's it. As a student, you may ask, sir, what about the land and building debit? And what about the DTL credit? Just put them in the dustbin because there is no SOFP in this question. We are not required to calculate any SOFP in this question. So assets and liabilities are just trash. Assets and liabilities are just trash. Okay. So just 334960. I again say, listen. One practical question which normally student ask me on WhatsApp. Sir, in examination for 20 marks, we have like very less time for 20 marks. But you have given right now 40 minutes, almost 42 minutes we have spent on just discussion. Still, I have not started solving. Yes, why? Because I am teaching for teaching purposes. I have an audience in front of you. In the exam, you don't even make the entry. Just do it in your mind. Quick, do it in your mind. No need to do the entries and all. Just write one line and that's enough for you. So in this way, you will increase your speed. I'm right now I'm taking the class, I'm teaching. That's why it is taking more time. Okay. So try to understand this thing. No need to show detailed working. Try to do less working now. Okay. Now, the requirement number one, I have almost done the requirement number one, but I am going to discuss some easy peasy marks, that is right issue, and the dividend thing, which is very easy, Now, first, wait. Let me show you the question. In the question, see the share capital. See this share capital, date of the share capital. The share capital and share premium is at 1st November X2. Share capital and share premium is at 1st November X2. So if there is any right issue in this question, that means that right issue has not yet been recorded. So you need to simply do the forward working, the easy peasy thing, forward working. Okay. So the right issue has not yet recorded. The right issue has not yet recorded. Okay. So now see, and I hope you see the amount of share capital is $9 lakh. Amount of share capital you just saw is $900,000, right? Keep your calculator in your hand and stay strong. Stay strong. Listen, the share capital at 1st November X2 comprise 1800,000 shares of 0.5 each. Yes, it is perfect because share capital is always recorded at par value. So if you multiply these two, 1800,000 shares is the number of shares multiplied by 0.5. It's going to be $900,000. $900,000, which is written on the trial balance. Okay, so it's perfect. On 1st Feb X3, G company made a 1 for 5 right issue for $1 per share. Now wait. Break. 1 for 5 means 20%. 1 for 5 means 20%. So it's a 20% right issue. Now use your common sense. This is all F3. This is F3, FA level. We have already issued 1800,000 shares. हमने 1800,000 शेयर्स इशू कर दिए हैं और अब उस पर 20% और करेंगे. 1 for 5 मीन्स 20%. तो हम 20% शेयर्स और इशू करेंगे. वी आर गोइंग टू इशू 20% न्यू शेयर्स. कम ऑन. 1800,000 multiplied by 20% is 360,000 new shares. 360,000 new shares. See this. So this is going to be 360,000 new shares. Okay. Now tell me the issue price, which is IP is $1. IP is $1. Face value is 0.5. Face value is 0.5. So the share premium is also 0.5. This is the premium. Okay. Share premium is 0.5. Please don't act like infants. You guys are no more infants, please. Some students are treating them as if they are infants. You are no more infants. You have to clear this paper. You paid just a very high exam fees. Be careful. So now let's make the double entry. 360, we just issued 360,000 new shares, 360,000 new shares. And what are the proceeds we got? $1, $1 per share. So 360,000 multiplied by 1, 360,000 multiplied by 1 is bank debit, 360,000. Now, whenever a company issues new shares, the share capital increases, and share capital is always recorded at face value or par value. So 360,000 shares multiplied by 0.5 is 180,000, and 360,000 multiplied by 0.5 share premium is also 180. Okay, this is the double entry. Now as a quiz, I am asking you, tell me this entry is posted on which part of the financial statement? This entry is posted on which part of the financial statement? Which part of the financial statements? Wrong. Yes, Soshi. Statement of changes in equity. This will go in the Soshi, and yes, they have asked you to calculate Soshi as well. So I'll just post this share capital 180 and share premium 180. This is just one line. Tuck. In one line, I'll write 180 and 180. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. One guy is asking, This, what is this 18? This 1800,000 is our already number of shares. This 1800,000 are already number of shares. Be active and don't do nasha, please. This 1800,000 are already number of shares. It is written in great English language. Okay. Now, in this question, 3 marks EPS thing is as well. EPS. The market price of the existing shares prior to the right issue was 1.6. See 1.6. No adjustment has been made to right issue. Now, you tell me. Hope you remember that right issue means whenever we do right issue, we do it to existing shareholder. Whenever we do right issue, we do to existing shareholders and we give some discount to them. We don't issue at market price, we give them some discount. What is the evidence? See the evidence. The market price was 1.6, but we issued shares for $1. See the screen. The market price was 1.6, but we issued share to $1. So there is an element of discount. There is an element of bonus. There is an element of bonus in this question. Remember? So for EPS, I used to say this dialogue in every right issue. In every right issue, there is a hidden bonus issue. हर right issue के अंदर एक छुपा हुआ bonus issue होता है. This is my dialogue. I too said this thing in many time in the class. There is a hidden bonus issue in this right issue. So you remember when there is a question of right issue, we used to calculate BAF, bonus adjustment factor. Remember? And what was the formula for bonus adjustment factor? Market price per share just before right issue divided by theoretical X right price per share. Market price per share just before right issue divided by theoretical X right price per share. Please, students, stop watching movies now. Last month, keep your brain empty and just fill studies. Otherwise, you will lose your money. Okay. So I'm giving you 1 minute to all of you. Just this paragraph is in front of you. Can you calculate me the theoretical X right price and the BAF? Come on. You have just 30 seconds. Calculate the BAF, bonus adjustment factor, for me. BAF. BAF. Yes, very good, very good, very good. Students are active. So let me tell you. Let me also calculate. See, it was a 1 for 5, 1 for 5. Okay. So that means already 5 shares were issued. 5 shares were issued and the existing share price was 1.6. So 5 multiplied by 1.6 is $8. Okay. And on these 5 shares, in 5 शेयर पे एक नया शेयर इशू किया है. On every 5 shares we are issuing one new share, and this one new share we issued at only $1. So 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So here you will add the dollars. 8 plus 1 is $9, and here you will add the shares, so it's 6 shares. Okay, now simply do 9 divided by 6, which is 1.5. This is your theoretical X right price per share. Theoretical X right price per share. Okay. Now, what is BAF? BAF is market price per share just before the right issue divided by theoretical X right price. This is the BAF. This is BAF. 1.6 divided by 1.5. This is very easy thing. If you can't do this thing, please don't give your paper. Honest advice, don't give your paper if you can't do this thing. Not discouraging you, not demotivating you, just showing you the reality. If you don't know how to calculate BAF, it's very risky to give the paper. Okay. Now listen. Just in this question, there are a lot of good news. Good news is, as a student, you may expect, sir, now we have to calculate complete weighted average number of shares and all. No. Examiner is not that much cruel. You just have to restate the last year EPS. Do you remember how to, whenever there is a right issue or bonus issue in the current year, whenever there is a right issue or bonus issue in the current period, so you need to restate last year EPS. And you know, this is the formula for restated EPS. Wait, restated EPS is equal to last year EPS multiplied by 1 upon BAF, reciprocal of BAF. Remember? Reverse. So reciprocal will be, normal BAF is 1.6 upon 1.5. Normal BAF is 1.6 upon 1.5. So just do upside down. Just do upside down. It will be 1.5 divided by 1.6. That's it. So examiner will ask you to do restated EPS. Just in 30 seconds you can do. Just in 30 seconds you can do. Okay, I hope you understood it. Just one last adjustment is left, and then we'll go to Excel thing. And now listen, Excel, in my eyes, Excel is nothing. Real thing is the question. Real thing is understanding the IS, understanding the question. That's why I've invested more time on this discussion. Now, students, just concentrate. Just concentrate few minutes, and then you will win this question. See the screen. At the beginning of the year, 1.8 million, 18 lakh shares. See this, 18 lakh shares were already issued at the beginning of the year, 18 lakh shares. And then we issued 360,000 new shares on Feb. In Feb, you issued 360,000 new shares. So 1800,000 were already issued at the beginning of the year. And then we issued how much? 360. So 1800,000 plus 360,000 is 2160,000. Now at the end of Feb, X3, we have already issued 2160. We have already issued 2160,000 shares. Now, what happened in September X3? Can you see? In September X3, company declared a final ordinary dividend of 0.1 per share to all existing shareholders. That means all the shareholders, those who were present in the ground. So the all shareholders are 2160,000. Our total shareholders are now 2160,000 shares we have issued. And now, can anybody tell me the total ordinary dividend? Total ordinary dividend is number of shares issued multiplied by DPS, dividend per share. Multiplied by dividend per share is 0.1. Dividend per share is 0.1 per share. So 2160,000 into 0.1 is, yes, 216,000 is your total ordinary dividend. That's it. This is your total ordinary dividend. And now I just want to see your activeness, your knowledge of financial reporting. Where should I post this ordinary dividend? Can anybody make the entry for ordinary dividend? Can anybody make the entry? It is written, it is entry in the suspense account. Leave the suspense account, nothing to do. Just make the entry right from zero. So excellent. It goes in retained earning debit and dividend payable credit. Retained earning debit and dividend payable credit, and retained earning debit means it will be posted to Soshi. It will be deducted from Soshi. It will be deducted from Soshi retained earning column. It will be deducted from Soshi retained earning column. Okay. So my respected students, thankfully we have done the question. We have done. This is the real question. This is the real understanding. Yes, we invested almost 1 hour. It's 1 hour done. We invested 1 hour just for the understanding. I know there are students, there are very intelligent students sitting in the class, I know. And they have the habit of watching me at 2x. They have the habit of watching me at 2x. So for them, this class is very different. It's their patience, they are still listening because they are used to with 2x thing. Sorry. So now I'm just showing you the requirement and then I'll switch the screen to Excel. The real thing is done. Now don't worry about it. Yes, one more thing. If you want to take the picture of the question, you may. If you want to take the picture of the question, you may. Let me show you the, see, this is the question, take the picture. If you want to take the picture, please take the picture. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. Take the pictures because I will move the screen now. See this one more part. You can take the picture. Yes, I'll give you the recording. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll upload this on YouTube. Don't worry at all. Take the picture if you want. Yes, I'll send everything on the WhatsApp. I know this. Now read the requirement and enjoy. Read the requirement. See, very easy requirements. Very, very easy requirement. Number one, A. State the profit and loss and other comprehensive income. That is SOCI. We need to make SOCI. Don't worry. I have explained you everything. We'll make in few minutes thing. Not a big job. Not a big job at all. Then prepare the statement of changes in equity. So she, yes, I'll make it. And finally, see, restate the basic EPS. See, they have given you last year EPS as 0.2. See this. Last year EPS is $0.2 per share. See the screen. $0.2 per share. Now we need to restate it. I can do in seconds now. Immediately I can do. Just multiply this 0.2 by 1.6 upon 1.5. No, wait. It's going to be reciprocal. 1.5 upon 1.6. Okay, remember your normal BAF was, आपका BAF क्या था याद है? BAF 1.6 upon 1.5 था ना? Just make the reciprocal and multiply it by 0.2. So this will be 0.1875 as per one student. So it means 18.75 cents. See, this is the answer. This is the answer of C part. This is the answer of C part, 3 marks. 3 marks. This is the answer of C part, 3 marks. Okay. So thank you for listening. And now I am moving towards the Excel part. Now I won't be able to show you the question. You have already taken the pictures. Okay. Let me move you. See this. Students, everything is in front of you. Everything is in front of you. I hope you can see. Let me do some. Now, one question students ask. Sir, in the very realistic question. Sir, in the examination, will we be able to get all these things written? No. ये सब रेडीमेड लिखा हुआ नहीं मिलेगा. ये मैं ऑलरेडी लिख लेता हूं ताकि मेरा टाइम बचे. क्लास में वैसे ही तुम लोग थक गए और 1x पे सुन के. So I just save my time. Okay. In the exam, you need to write all these things yourself. I have written many things myself because I give more time on explanation. In my mind, I say the explanation is more important. Understanding is more important. I am not here to teach you typing. I'm not here to teach you how to write revenue, how to write cost of sales, how to type. This is not my job. Sorry. Okay. So listen. See, these are some students are writing on the screen. Don't write. It will disturb me. Some students are writing on the screen. Please don't write. It will distort our screen. Please. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So already the revenue given in the question is 376 already given in the question is, wait, let me check again. The revenue is 376,505. 37, let me increase the screen as well. Wait. Okay, now it's better. Okay, so already revenue given in the screen is 376,505. Now, hope you remember, we need to reduce revenue by how much? We need to reduce revenue by 308,000. 308,000, right? So it will be 308,000. It will be 308,000. So now what will be the new amount of revenue? What will be the new amount of revenue equals sum, bracket open, this minus this. So this is going to be the new amount of revenue, 3457505. Remember? Okay. And if you want to write a line, so you can write, as in this question, we are just agent, and the right of agent is just commission income, but we have booked complete 350,000 in our revenue. So we need to reverse 88% of revenue. That is 308,000. Simple English. Even listen, if somebody does not have time in the exam, no need to write this much English as well. अगर किसी के पास टाइम नहीं है, कोई जरूरत नहीं है इतनी इंग्लिश लिखने की भी. That's it. Okay. Now, hope you remember the cost of sales working. Hope you remember the cost of sales working, right? You know, the 1 day sale. That 1 day sale should be deducted from inventory and added back in cost of sales. याद है inventory की working. And what was that working? Let me do it. It was 12. Let me see the numbers. It was 12035. It was 12035 multiply by what? Multiply by 130 and divide by 100. Multiply by, wait. Sorry, multiply by 100. Sorry. Wait. Multiply by 100 and divided by 130. Divided by 130. Remember the markup thing which we did. So what was the final result? Was 9258. 9258 was the amount. 9258 was the amount. 9258 should be added in cost of sales. 9258 should be added in cost of sales. So let's upgrade the cost of sales. Let's upgrade the cost of sales. Wait. Existing cost of sales was 2446577 plus this number. So it will be 2455835. This is the updated cost of sales. Okay. Now, in admin expenses, we need to do two things. Student, listen one thing. Now I have already taught you the question. मैं आपको क्वेश्चन सिखा चुका हूं, तो अब मैं वापस से बिल्कुल बेबी की तरह नहीं चलूंगा. Right? I have already taught you the question. So you are no more new guys with this question. Hope you remember this adjustment, investment at fair value through P&L. Hope you remember this adjustment, investment at fair value through P&L. Listen. So we deducted 59K instead of 62K. We deducted 59K instead of 52K. So 3,000 more we need to deduct. Remember? So let's do it. Let me show you the working. Carrying value as per TB was 178,400. Then we need to subtract 3,000 from this. So this will be Wait. Sorry. Sorry. So this will be 175, 400. Now, what is the fair value at the year end? It's 184,3. Okay. So how much is the gain in PNL? How much is the gain in PNL? It's 8,900. 8,900 is the gain in PNL, and 8,900 will go in the other income. 8,900 will go in the other income. Okay. Now, hope you remember the adjustments of this. 3,000 will be added back. 3,000 will be added back in admin expenses. And wait. What was your existing investment income? What was your It's 15,151. 15,151 plus 8,900 plus 8,900, the new one. So tell me the final thing. Wait. Yes. 24051 is your total investment income. 24051 is your total investment income. As a student, you may ask, sir, you can directly add admin expenses. No, there is one adjustment in fair value through OCI. There is one adjustment in fair value through OCI for admin expenses as well. Did you understand by now? Did you understand? Please write on the chat box. Did you understand, dear students? Please write on the chat box, please. Okay. Now, next thing is fair value through OCI. So in the fair value through OCI, there was one error. By mistaken, they booked the transaction cost as an expense. So transaction cost must be added back. Transaction cost should be added back. So let's see. How much was the amount? It was 120,000. Then we need to add back 8,000 error. So this will make 128,000. And what about the year end value is 124 something, 124,750. So this will be a loss. There will be a loss of how much? 3,250. 3,250 will be the loss. 3,250 will be the loss to OCI. Now, how to solve this adjustment? Two things. Number one, admin expenses was inflated. Admin expenses ज्यादा बुक हो गया था. इस बेवकूफ ने admin expenses ज्यादा बुक कर लिया था. You need to reduce admin expenses by 8,000. Let's do it. You need to reduce admin expenses by 8,000. Let's do it. Okay. Now finally you can total admin expenses. So it's going to be 122,713. 122,713. Okay. One more thing is this 3,250 will go in OCI. I will post it as a negative number because this is loss to OCI. Now the last but not the least, revaluation. Listen, revaluation gain. How much was the gain on land? Land was written 800,000 and the fair value is 1 million. So how you going to do it? You're going to do it like this: 1,000 minus 800. So this is going to be 200. Not writing 3 zeros right now. And for the building, it was 700k. 700k minus like 476k. So this will be 224k. Okay. So your deferred tax will be 424,000 multiply by 424,000 multiply by 21%. 21%. How much is it? 424,000 multiplied by 21% is 89040. 89040. Okay. So this is the deferred tax thing. So now, therefore, net impact after tax on OCI for this revaluation will be, can anybody calculate? It's going to be 334960. It's going to be 334960 as I calculated before. 334960 will be the net impact. 334960 will be the net impact of upward revaluation in the OCI. So finally, all workings are ready. Formal workings are ready. Already I have done these workings with you with pen. Already I have done these workings with you with pen. But now, my respected students, we have done it the Excel sheet. And definitely this Excel sheet will be shared with you soon after the class. Okay. So let's make the first requirement. The first requirement was SOCI. The first requirement was SOCI. But before we move on, just giving you 30 seconds or 1 minute to check it out. Check it out, please. Let's start. So this is going to be the first thing is your revenue. First thing is your revenue. Okay. So we'll write equal to, and we have done the working for revenue. So let's move the revenue number. This is your revenue number 3457505. Okay. The second number we should pick is cost of sales. But as we all know, cost of sales is a negative number. So I'll write equal to minus, and I'll move the cursor. So it will be this number. Okay. So sales and cost of sales is here. Now calculate the gross profit. So it's going to be 100. It's going to be 1001670. Okay. Now let's pick the distribution cost ready-made from the question. There is no adjustment for distribution cost. 116166. 116. Okay. For admin cost, yes, definitely we need to pick equal to minus. I have written for admin expenses, we need to pick from here. Okay. So this is the admin. Now let's calculate the operating profit. Let's calculate the operating profit. This will be 762761. 762791. Now investment income, as it is, we'll pick investment income. We'll pick from here. This is your investment income. So finally, we are here for profit before tax. We are here for profit before tax. 786842. Can anybody tell me the tax expense? Tax expense was given ready-made in the question. Students, go and check. Tax expense was given ready-made. It is 428,000, which is 428,000 ready-made. It is given 428,000. So your profit for the year will be 358,842, right? So income statement is done. Income statement is done. Now, student, there are two things to be posted in OCI. One is IFRS 9. Listen to me. In this question, there was two things to be reported in OCI. One is IFRS 9. One is IFRS 9 fair value through OCI category. One is IFRS 9 fair value through OCI category, right? And there was a loss of 3250. There was a loss of 3250. And one was revaluation gain after tax, which was 334960, Okay. So if you want total, how much is the other comprehensive income net? Net other comprehensive income will be this 31370. And now can anybody tell me what is the total comprehensive income? Let me apply the formula equal to sum this cell profit plus this OCI. So it's going to be 690552. It's going to be 690552. My dear student, we have done 12 marks. We have done 12 marks, and not only I can do, you guys can do as well. It's all practice, it's all hard work. Even I say this topic is all practice. If you do start doing like 3 days, if you give 3 constant days, full days on final account, using your exam software, you will be perfect with this topic. If you do like 12, 13 questions of final account, you will be used to with this. Now, the next thing is statement of changes in equity. This is the SOSHI. This is the SOSHI. Okay. So you have, see this, see the columns first. Share capital column, share premium column, investment on revaluation surplus, then PPE revaluation reserve, and then retain earning, right? You have like 5 columns. You have like 5 columns. Listen to me very carefully. I have already written the opening balances. Opening balances I have taken from the trial balance, which was given ready-made in the question. Opening balances were ready-made given in the question. Now, come, go with me, go with me. When I teach in class, I teach like this. In Soshi, you just post 5 or 6 things. In statement of changes in equity, you just post 5 or 6 things. Number one is right issue. Number one is right issue. Yes, there is a right issue in this question. So in the right issue, there was a 180. How much? What was the entry? 180 plus 180. Remember? 180 plus 180. 180,000 is the share capital, and 180,000 is the share premium increase. And now, as you know, in the latest past paper, they don't make the total column. You don't need to make the total column. Don't waste your time. So yes, the right issue is posted. The second thing is dividends. You know, I calculated dividend as 216,000. 216,000 was my dividends. 216,000 I calculated with the pen. Remember, 216,000, and dividends are deducted from where? We deduct dividends from retained earning. Then we have total comprehensive income. Wait, total comprehensive income was 690,552, but no need to write total. Out of this 690, how much? Wait, how much is the profit? Profit will go, profit, wait, yes, sorry, profit will go in the retained earning. Profit will go in the retained earning. Let me pick the profit. See, let me pick the profit. My cursor is moving. This is the profit. See, this is the profit. This is the profit for the year. Okay. Now, how much is the revaluation? Upward revaluation is 334960. Upward revaluation is 334960. 334960. How much was the revaluation loss of IFRS 9? How much was the revaluation loss for IFRS 9? It's 3250. So finally, we have posted everything. We have posted everything. Now let's calculate the closing balances. Okay, let me highlight it. Let me make it bold. Okay, so this is our Soshi. This is our Sochi, which is done. Soshi, which is done, right? Okay, it's done. Now only one requirement is left, that is the EPS thing, which I have already taught you, but will again we can do. Did you understand this, Soshi? Did you understand the statement of changes in equity? My dear student, one guy is asking about 216,000. Beta, I taught you this in with the pen. Our total number of shares issued was 2160000 by the year end, and the dividend per share was $0.1 per share. $0.1 per share. Yes, 8,900 I have booked one. 8,900 I have already booked in other income. That was other income. 8,900 was other income. It's fair value through P&L. One guy is asking, I have already booked in other income. Did you understand this? Please write. Did you understand this? All of you write on the screen, please. All of you, please write on the screen chat box. Did you understand till now? It's just a typing for you. Okay, perfect. What is 358842? Why somebody is writing 358842? Sum ka form, yes, sum formula is equal to sum, and then you will open the bracket and then you can apply in the software. Wait, let me show you. One guy is asking, let me move the screen. See, this is 8,900 in the other income. One guy is asking about this other income. See, I have added. One guy is asking about this other income. Total comprehensive income is 690,522. It's perfect. This is the perfect. This is perfect. Yes, things are perfect. Now, finally, a little working for right issue. Little working for right issue. Remember this thing, theoretical X right price per shares. This thing. See this. We already, it was 1 for 5 right issue. So that means already 5 shares are issued and the existing price was 1.6. So 5 multiplied by 1.6 is 8. And we issued one share, new share at the rate 1. So 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So on the dollar column, in the dollar column, it's going to be 8 plus 1, $9, and this is 6 shares. So this will be 9 divided by 6. So, oh, sorry, equal 9 divided by 6. What they saying? This will be 1.5. This will be 1.5. Oh, what is happening? I think there is some changes in setting. Oh, yes. Got it. So this will be 9 divided by 6, 1.5. Theoretical X right price per share is 1.5, 1.5. So how you going to calculate the bonus adjustment factor? Bonus adjustment factor will be 1.6 upon 1.5. Okay, this is your bonus adjustment factor. And now how to calculate restated EPS? Restated EPL will be 0.2, 0.2, 0.2 multiply by 1.5 upon 1.6. 1.5 divided by 1.6. Can anybody tell me what will be the final answer? 0.2 was the last year EPS into 1 into reciprocal of bonus adjustment factor. So this will be, I think, how much? 0.1875. Yes. 0.1875. 0.1875. This will be 0.1875. Okay. So this is going to be your final answer. And yes, this 0.2 is given in the question. This 0.2 is given in the requirement of the question. Last year EPS was 0.2. Last year normal EPS was 0.2. So what we do is last year normal EPS multiply by reciprocal of bonus adjustment factor. Reciprocal of bonus adjustment factor. Right? So this question is done. So I request all of you to work hard. Almost 1 month or less than 1 month is left. So it's better you don't waste a single day now. Okay. Make your study plan. Divide your time like 3 days for final account, 5 to 6 days or 7 days for consolidation, 3 to 4 days for ratio analysis, 1 day for a statement of cash flow, and so on. Read the articles, solve the mock exam. Also one very important thing. Listen, all of you. We give marking facility for ratio analysis question, or must send your script. Must send. I have sent you 3 questions on WhatsApp group. Do solve it one by one. Like send the first question, then send the second question, then send the third question, and take your feedback from us. Okay. So best of luck, all of you. And that's the end of today's class. Thank you and take care. Take care. Bye bye.